Salamat. Kindly sit down. Thank you for your courtesy. Milen, lumipat ka dito. Anong nakakamanda? Let me just a few words before I read my speech. Total, duwaram na ka pages. Oh, wala na. I purposely asked for a late afternoon opening, inauguration, or whatever. Naman ko ko'y hyperhidrosis. It's excessive sweating, and it can exacerbate the whole. Maragi ko sa basta-basa, namura ko nakaihi, hasta ang tanan, basa. So, ibo kong panhiyon og alas 2, alauna para mag-open og bridge. Bungkaga na lang na, kaya ko maabot. I kind of, this is an abnormal thing. It has something to do with, it's a long story actually. Pero basta yun, so if you, kung gusto ko ninyong imbitahon, my day starts at 1, 2. Tulog ako niyan hanggang alas 12 kasi ang trabaho ko sa opisina ko, buntal-buntal yung papel. Lahat ng papel ng bayan, except itong mga ganito, I do not allow papers na yung contracts, transactions, they do not bear my signature at all. Wala akong yung mga highways, yung mga bridges, I do not sign any government contract at all. That's been my rule since day one. Kaya, para walang masabi ang tao. And I just fired one employee of, sa iyo ba yun, Mark? Tolentino. Kay Tugade. Tolentino? Si Sinabi ko naman sa inyo noon, and people, baka hindi nila ko kilala, hindi taga Davao, sinabi ko na do not talk to anybody, especially my family, my wife, my daughter, my sons, or any relative of mine, kapatid. Huwag kang pumayag na makiusap sa inyo. And even the discussion of that Mindanao Railway, it's still in the blueprint. But the fact that itong assistant secretary talk it over with my sister, even if just a conversation, lumayo talaga kayo because sabi ko, pag nalaman ko, tapos alis ka talaga. That has always been my warning, and so sorry lahat. I might fire another one pagbalik ko sa Malacanang. And sadly, lahat yung halos karamihan were my appointees and my friends and who were with me during the mayorship days. Sinabi ko lang na makikiusap ako, wag. Do not. Kasi ayaw ko talaga. And even a whisper. Yung mali kasi nung assistant secretary mo, secretary is, he mentioned that he was talking to a member of the first family. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, that is pasay. Bahaw naman ang first family. You do not use it in a democratic country. Huwag mo gamitin yung first family, first family. There is no such thing as a first family. Lahat Pilipino, first family yan. and it is in utter bad taste to use it. You have never heard me say Malacanang Palace, lalo na yung Palace. I just say my office. See me at my office. Go to my office. Hindi ako nag-ano ng, tsaka yung official. If you've noticed, I use it, government worker. And I always say mga kasama ko sa gobyerno, government worker. It's not that I am trying to be corny about it, but I think that at this time, demokrasya ito, it's a republican form of government. Everybody is important here. Mabuti yung iba because even those who criticize me in the human rights, you know, there are members there who are not even elected by the people. And what bullshits me? Ito yung mga may fiefdom na mga king, mga prince. What do you know about human rights when you run a kingdom? You have citizens there who can vote. Can they remove you? Can they place you in prison if you start to fuck with the people? Kaya gano'n na lang ang galit ko dyan sa kanila. A commission is represented by people who are not democratically elected. That's the problem with this United Nations. Pati itong mga human rights. Sabi ko nga, ayaw ko ng babae. Diyan naman, kami ay mga babae. Mga babae nga kayo. So anong problema? Magsabi ko, ayaw ko ng babae. Pati may mga military man dito ay Kaya mga babae, kung sundalo, pati pulis, ayaw ko yan sa bukid. You know, kagaya unlike men kami, maliit pa lang, suntukan, bakbakan, barilan yan. And we grow up with a sort of a mindset na sometimes prone to violence. Itong mga babae, prim and proper ma yan. Isang tingin lang sa nanay niya, wala na, tunaw na yan. Tapos gawain mo pulis, ipaaway mo doon sa anak ko. Sa pakibato, pinaalis ko doon. Hindi sa wala akong believe. I believe in the woman. The competence and capability. Pero hindi lahat sa buhay. Dapat, hindi. Dapat lang. It's not appropriate. When you cannot stand threats and intimidation. Gaya ngayon, ikaw, you operate sa drug, you're assigned with PDEA. Galit yung mga taga-PDEA dyan. Tapos they would send you a picture of your son or daughter coming out from the school. Ano? Kaya kayong mga drugista, huwag ninyong gawain yan kasi talagang pag tinakot mo yung pulis ko, gano'n ang para kang terorista, you're an open game. Talagang hinihingi mo. Kayo pa ang magluko-luko dyan, sisirain mo pa ang bayan ko, kayo pa ang matapang. Tumatapang ka dyan dahil sa human rights na yan. Basahin ko lang ito kasi ang nagsulat nito baka sumama dito sa PMS. Pangagot ang ipon, sinayang yung pagod niya. Minsan binibiran lang niya sa aeroplano. Today's inauguration of the new and improved Davao River Bridge symbolizes this administration's commitment to usher in era of rapid infrastructure development. Aside from this bridge being widened from 4 to 6 lanes, it is now made a much better and more durable, made of durable materials, as well as equipped with various installations and markers for the safety and convenience of both vehicular and pedestrian traffic. With the new Davao River Bridge, travel time along Davao City Diversion Road will be greatly reduced, thereby contributing to substantial savings for motorists. That would be in terms of fuel. Yung stop go, magastos masyado yan. Thereby contributing to substantial savings, providing more convenience to the traveling public. It will also improve the movement of such needed goods and services, which will help in bringing prices down and encourage greater economic activity. You know, let me cut my speech. Yang 6 lane na yan could only be good if it is really allowed to work to provide the space that's needed for traffic. Oras yan na may parking sa highway, lalo na sa gabi, inutil yan. It becomes 2 or sometimes 1 if it's a big truck. And therefore, logic says that it must be kept open. And to this end, may highway patrol ba dyan? Kapoy sig balik-balik og sugo. Traffic, meron? Highway patrol? Ito mga dito. Okay. Exasperated ka usahay. Alam lang ninyo ang problema ko. Itong liig ko, hindi naman ito to. Pinutol ko na. Gitahi na lang ni. Balag. Well, anyway, just pass it on. Kung saan di na nandito. Di Castro, ka na dito. Bumalik ka na. Ikaw na lang utusan ko. Punta mo ng highway patrol to keep this lane. It starts in Ulas. Ito, no parking. Kasi this is a vital artery that moves the traffic outside of the city. Wala pa naman tayong bago eh. And we need another one. Contemporary times, we would need another one to make it really easy for the Davaoenyo. Kaya kailangan bukas yan and it behoves upon one entity to enforce that. And that is the highway patrol. Sabihin mo sa kanya, sabi ko, no parking lalo na sa gabi. Kasi pag huli talaga, tanggalin yung truck. Pakahuya na lang sa sundalo para baligyas bakalan. So kaya madisgrasya. Ano mo yung mga ulol pa dyan? Yung masiraan sila. They don't really bother to run it and if ever so if a few meters dili magpadaplin ana gid sa tunga ana mag-ilis og tire height of stupidity tapos magbutag uli early warning device ang ibutang kanang bato ang mga gago pag human na mo diretso without even removing the stones that they have installed there to signal that there is something wrong ahead. Daghan na disgrasya nga rin makaligis og kanang bato. Labi na sa kurbada, kaya di man makitaan. Siguro dito mga 6 na. Including isang pamilya. Patay lahat. 4 members of the family died. It's about 3 years ago. Walang kailangan ng pagka inabot ng highway patrol o police for that matter, patrolling the area, pag nakita silang gano'ng huli ka agad. That is a traffic violation of placing an obstruction on the highway. They're supposed to use the warning device. And that is why everybody is required to have one. I thank all the stakeholders and everyone involved for your efforts in ensuring the completion of the project. Your contributions will greatly benefit the people of Davao City and its surrounding areas. The successful implementation of this project gives me confidence that we can achieve even, even greater feats in the years ahead. Ang mata ni Mayor medyo, pero kita magugwapa. Sorry ito. Pero magbasa ng duble na. Yeah, I'm 72. Pero hindi ako nagagamit ng, pero kung nagtanaw ko, gwapa, makakita ako. Ayun, yun doon, no? I encourage the DPWH and other government agencies and local government units to continue contributing to the Build program to fast-track the implementation and execution of other crucial infrastructure projects that will improve the well-being and connectivity and mobility of the Filipino people. As we set ourselves to the task of building our nation, I invite everyone to become agents of hope and catalysts for progress. Your participation will be crucial in effecting meaningful and lasting changes in our country. So let us all work together to realize our dream of a more peaceful, orderly, and prosperous Philippines. You know, I'd like to talk about geopolitics, but kasi kulang ang panahon. I'd like you to understand the impact of ang ginagawa ko. Because others are eternally crying about our yung China Sea, vis-a-vis yung, but it's kind of, I'm looking for another venue. It's all geopolitics actually. It's the interplay of, kaya dahan-dahan akong pumasok. We cannot afford war. We cannot win a battle against China. And I would only lose maybe thousands of my troops and policemen. It's not time to be brogados yun ang pilipilit nila. Nandoon naman yung problema noon. America was there when it was, the Chinese rather were starting to, they were trying to build some sandbars there, reclamations. No. At that time, it was only America, and until now, who can really confront China militarily. But they did nothing. They allowed it to blossom from one of a camp to a garrison, now with all its armaments. Bakit nila hinintay? Bakit hindi nila sila pumunta doon? When you know all along that now and then and now, wala talaga tayong kakayan magipagera. And we should not, because there's a bigger problem which I cannot gusto mo, but over dinner explain to you why. Because of the threat here in Mindanao, you must have an option of where to go. Is America ready to die for us? Are they ready to send their troops here? Or can I call China for more arms because we do not have it? So where is the battleground? If ISIS decides to come to the Southeast Asia, where would it base its... they're being pushed out of the Middle East. Now they're planning to establish a caliphate here in Southeast Asia. What country would be the most ideal to set up a camp? Indonesia? Indonesia is all Muslim. Where can define a country where they can mix with the crowd? Kung mga NPA, water people. It could not be Malaysia. It's all Muslim. It could not be Brunei. At itong gagong ISIS na ito, they do not know anything except to kill and destroy. And sometimes in their crazy notion that they are the disciples of God, they say that they will kill all infidels. And infidels are the non-Muslims. Ayun ang mahirap. So, where would they set up camp? What's a logical place? Mindanao. Where would they find the infidels to kill? They are not found aplenty in Indonesia, Malaysia, or Brunei. It's right here. Wala man ako. Kayong mga moro nakikinig sa akin, you should not have any qualms about what I'm saying. Total pareho tayo ng beginning Maranao. Nanay ko Maranao. So stop yakking there about what I'm saying here. Because mine is, I have to have the options. Kung makipag-away pa ako dito, tapos papasok pa ang ISIS dito, maghira pa ako ng China, saan ako pupunta? Where do you think would we end up? Kung kunin mo yung defrauding, you be aggressive. I mean, when I first went to China, there was the bilateral. Kami lahat. Senator Villar was there, and with the military. Esperon, the National Security Advisor, Delfin Lorenzana, the Defense Secretary, and si Anyo, he was the Chief of Staff at the time. Noon pa, on the first meeting, sinabi ko, I will go inside the China Sea, which we claim to be the West Philippine Sea, to dig oil. Unang birada ko pa lang, sinabi ko na wala nang prading about bilateral. Sabi ko, amin yan. Nandiyan yan sila. No, si Jinping said, we just re-established our good relations. I think we are friends now. And we can cooperate with each other. So, why spoil it? We can talk about it. Sabi ko, yes, definitely. During my time, I'll push for the arbitral ruling. I want to go there now, besides to get the oil. That's ours. So, do not do it because it will result in a trouble. If you are a Chinese, what does that mean? Sabi ko, I came here, by the way, to buy arms. Kasi yung armas natin, maluma na yan. Tumatalsik na yung bolt na yan, tapos wala nang, with so many thousands of rounds passing, wala na yung trajectory na sarili niya. There's a rifling inside eh. Pagputok dyan, pumapasok yan, umiikot yan. So it has its own trajectory. Kaya baski hangin, tumatama ka sa target mo because it has its own momentum. So many thousands of turns per minute. Wala na, kotabato pa yung iba, so I needed new guns because I was already aware of, because I wanted to buy new guns. Sabi niya, no problem. Do not buy, I will give you. Punta ako ng Russia. Same. Sabi ni Putin. And to this day, both Russia and China never humingi na maski isang ballpen kabayaran. I was in Moscow, Russia. Pumutok yung Marawi. See, just about time. Just about time to because I got the sniper Kita mo. So if you start to quarrel with the big, gamitin mo utak mo, leader ka. Now China is offering exploration, joint exploitation. Last week I was in Alegria, Cebu. For the first time nakita ko yung apoy na when I turned on the valve, parang lumabas yung pag-uwi ko sa chopper. Kunyari nag-wipe ako ng face ko, but I cried. At least for the first time nakita ko oil. You know, do not take it so much about other people na pati yung tayong Pilipino biniberate nila. Yung self-flagellation. Sabi nila, ang Pilipinas, second lang sa Japan, noon, Look, before the war, we were under the Americans, and they had the money. So Manila at that time was quite like a commonwealth. But after the war, we were given our freedom. While we were working at hard, really, building our country, merong isang bagay na wala tayo nandyan sa kanila. And what is it? It's oil. Lahat na mahawakan mo ito, lahat, puro oil yan. Lahat, pati yung stage, pati ito. Because what? They're made of machines. But what powers the machines? What brings you here to the inauguration now? Yan sakyanan mo. Mismo. Wag na yung fuel. They're made of machines. What runs those machines to make the cars and make this, everything, camera, air conditioner. It's oil. Wala tayo niyan eh. Ngayon lang sa Malampaya, binastos pa, kinura pa. But I can assure you that I will get into it. Hindi ako papayag na, you know me, I've been your mayor 23 years. Been quite strict with money. Malaki lang ang gastos natin kasi malaki ang syudad. Pero you have to understand that it's not because we are lazy that the Japanese are better off than us. They do not have the monopoly of industry. Problema, wala tayong oil. And oil builds the roads. Oil man yung asfalto. Airport cannot be concrete. It has to be concrete, but there's an overlay of. Kasi kung puro semento, tad-tad yung ligid ng ano. Tanongin mo si Secretary Villa. Ideally, yung semento pinapatungan niya ng asfalto. Asfalto is oil. So that might really also solve a part of your problem why we are not progressing that much. So to maximize the use, because we're spending millions to build that, it now behooves on the military and the police to. I'd like to congratulate the military for nahuli mo daw nila si Jinggoy. Jinggoy was the successor of Paraco. He has 6 wounds. May anting-anting yun ang yawa. Buhi pa hantod doon. But he was captured because he was wounded. So the military is quite good in. We're winning the war actually. I have invited Season to come home. He has agreed. I gave him a window of 2 months, very small, make or break tayo dito. Kaya sinabot mayog dili, I will see to it and will personally maybe escort them to the airport pag walang nangyari sa 2 months. I will allow him to go out. I will not arrest him because word of honor yan. But sabihin ko talaga sa kanya, putang ina mo, huwag ka nang bumalik dito. Papatayin talaga kita. Pag walang mangyari, sabihin ko talaga sa kanya, do not ever, ever return again to this country. I will kill you. You have killed so much of my soldiers and policemen. Dapat lang. So with that, you can use the highway now. Kasi ganun yun eh, di ba? Tapos makonstrict ka sa bridge, na dalawa lang. So but they were widening all the time. Ito ngayon, 3 streets. Pag wala lang magparking dyan, total marami naman parkingan, may mga subdivisions naman. They can always go to the homeowners and ask for a space there. It's not being used anyway for traffic. Diyan sila. Huwag nilang gamitin yung highway. It's really illegal. It's not mine, it's the law. You are not supposed to park a car there. Unless yung nasiraan. But yung nasiraan, pagputok ng ano niyan, hanggang dyan lang. They don't bother really to, just slowly to go to the shoulder or inside the shoulder of the highway para you do not impede traffic passing by. Yun ang turo ko. Alam naman sige yan. So with that, I'd like to thank your presence. I am sorry I'm late. Pero sinabi ko, next time, do not be surprised. If you invite me, especially, hawakan ninyong likod ko. Pati pantalon. Basa na. That's hyperhidrosis, excessive sweating. Something to do with a procedure that I underwent many years ago. And it's all because of smoking. Kaya galit talaga ako sa sigarilyo. Kasi sinabay kong walang putok pati sigarilyo. Sabi nila, hindi daw kaya. Kasi si kapitan daw hindi magsunod. Sunod man lang ito ng kapitan. Ayaw magsunod. Pinakain ko yung sigarilyo nila. Just about 11 guys in the city. Kainin mo yung sigarilyo pag hindi, pasabugin ko yung bayag mo. Who would ever want to lose his balls? Ganoon lang yan. Bakit man kaya natin? Inom. Ngayon, alauna. Kasi ako magdating dito ng alauna, wala na. Purnada na rin ako, wala na ako mapasyalan. Sarado lahat. So yan ang nangyari. I don't know, they say that si Inday mas stricter than me. I really do not know. Baka si Inday, sinabi ko naman rin yan sa inyo. I have this daughter, I'm asking her to run for vice mayor. Eventually, mag-mayor ito, kung buhayin ng Diyos. Ito, maldita ito. Kulata dito, kulata doon. Sabi si Tol, maganda razong sa panahon ko pa. Sige lang. Baka sakali mo wala na akong trabaho, magbalik ako mayor dito. Wow, I'm very near the end of the road. So I'd like to thank you again for supporting me, for helping me. Most of you are really my supporters. Wala akong problema. You can, if there's a vacancy there that in the national gusto ninyo, and if you're qualified, I'd be happy to appoint mo. Ito lang talaga tandaan ninyo, huwag kayong pumasok sa corruption. Huwag talaga kayong pumasok sa corruption. Unforgiving ako dyan. Unforgiving ako. Because wala naman siguro akong nagawang mabuti sa buhay na ito. Puro kalukuhan. But at least once, bago ako mamatay, may ginawa akong, para naman yung tatay pati nanay ko mag-smile. Kayong mga taga daw, took me 7 years. Kaya nga itong Veronica na ito, sabi niya pa, yung bang matanda dyan na Secretary of Education mo, matapang ba yan? Sabi ko, matapang yan si Brunes, National Treasurer natin yan. Bakit man siya magbuot-buot na, bakit habain niya ang aming graduation? Sabihin mo nga sa kanya, ibalik yung sabi ko, kiti ba? Sabi ko, Kits, yan talaga ang hindi ko I would be in an incongruity. Ba't ka pa mag-incongruity? Why? Sabi ko, ako yung original na K-12. Diba sa Digos ko ni-graduate ko, guys? Di ba? 7 years ako. Kaya nakita kami ni Doresa. I'm older than Doresa, actually. Nag-abot ka, valedictorian yan. Sunny Dominguez, yung Secretary of Finance, valedictorian nung hindi pa ako napaalis sa Ateneo. Valedictorian. Melchor Kitain. Valedictorian yan. Tugadi, valedictorian. Ito. Ako, 75. Pero siya ang tigagawa ng daan ko. Yung 75, speech lang dyan. Maraming salamat po.